Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddy. 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 Freddy, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddy. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Happy brunch time to you. Oh, your bell's on the other table.
The tariffs.
Your bell and your it's
the
on
tariff
the,
bell.
it's on
Welcome.
Table of carbs. How good are they though?
They're good.
Morning. Happy Thursday. I don't even make it till Friday before I have mental breakdown. So I don't know. By Thursday, I'm pretty much toast.
I don't know why we're even doing this. It's 5 after 10.
It's still the morning, isn't it?
Yes.
So you do 30 minutes.
We have an 11 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay.
We have Sue Costick at 11 o'clock. But it's all good. Anyway, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. We had to go out and get some breakfast for the crew because, in my mind, I can't eat it, but everybody else can. Since it's Passover, no carbs for me. No 11 carbs anyway.
That's the problem. When you can't
That's why I can get it for everybody else.
You're off key.
That's why I'm a little cranky.
You're a little cranky. No, she's cranky. You're like...
She's not cranky at all.
This one?
Yeah.
She isn't now because she knows that. You know, I'm going to tell you, I got a bone to pick with you because of your craziness yesterday. I was up all night.
Why is her craziness keeping you up last
Because
night?
she put the seed in my head.
What was
Anybody
the seed?
ever tell you something and they put a seed in your head and the next thing you know, you're doing that whole same thing?
I don't know what seed I could have possibly planted in your head.
You said you go to sleep and wake up and then you're sensitive. I was sensitive yesterday. I said, man, there's light in here. And the cat was making noise.
I never said I'm sensitive.
Yeah, you said you're
She
very
said
light
she
sleeper.
she's a light sleeper.
Oh.
Well,
yeah.
you're not. If you're not,
I said
if
my
you're.
quality of sleep isn't good.
Yeah, well, yesterday my quality sucked.
It's because you didn't have your warm glass of milk. You didn't have a comedy show, and you didn't go to
A club.
a club.
Well, I did not, and I did not.
And that would be why it was, I don't know.
Freddy's night routine. Gotta follow it.
And then I'm waiting for the phone to ring. First of all, the cat goes, and I said, "Shut up, you." And I stayed in bed like this with my eyes wide open. You ever sleep?
Weren't you tired last night?
Yeah, I was.
I was in bed by like 9:30 last
I was
night.
so tired. I was passed out.
I was so tired last night. My ring went on rest mode before I left here yesterday, and said I was too stressed out to deal with life.
I thought I was asleep by 8, but I was just like literally so relaxed in bed.
My ring turned me off.
I was so tired that I took a nap at like 5:15.
Well, you left here at 5 o'clock, so how the hell did you do that?
No, she left here earlier than that.
When I got home, I was able to like. I don't
You took
know
a nap
why
when you
I
got
was
home?
Exhausted. I took a nap, and I ended up sleeping the whole night till this morning. Now 5:15.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
That sounds
So
beautiful.
I
that's
slept
12
a lot.
hours.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know. It was something in my body. I was like
just needed it.
extremely tired.
Something happened here
contagious.
yesterday.
It could be because of the drive too, because
It's a 2-hour drive.
The drive
Or maybe
sometimes
just the
gets
past
a little
2 weeks
stressful.
how it just caught up to us at the same time.
Yeah.
It's been a very, very busy and productive 2 weeks.
Well, I was wide awake.
Wait, were
me
you
tell
not busy and productive? You had a whole meeting in the back with all those guys last night.
One after the other. And all of them came the way they left the
I
way they
love the
came.
way they came. Exactly.
But I'm telling you, I couldn't. I don't know what it is. I'm like this all night.
So apparently you guys had this conversation in the back last night that we were going to use as morning show content. I missed the entire conversation.
Her.
It was Heather and Jay.
There was so
Right?
much to that conversation. Like,
I don't even know how I get
I
involved.
think it was
So
Gen Z
extreme.
slang you wanted to teach us.
Yeah, you're supposed to teach us
yeah,
rated
but the
or
problem
Gen
is it's
slang.
inappropriate. Like,
the no.
too inappropriate.
It's not
But you're actually
inappropriate.
talking about Gen Z, not what is it, Gen Alpha?
No,
That
Gen
first?
Z. Gen
Okay,
Z for
good.
sure.
Because
Gen
Alpha,
Alpha makes no sense.
it's. I mean, they're gonna say the same thing about ours.
No, definitely. But Gen Alpha makes quite literally no
No,
sense.
here we go.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
it's
this is
it's
the way
gotten
it starts.
dumber.
Do you
Yeah.
know what the hell she's talking about? Alpha, Omega.
That's the generation after
Like,
us.
for example, you know, the
After Gen
difference
Z,
between
it's
like
Gen
baby
Alpha.
boomers and millennials.
I know that part. I'm not talking about the specifics of where, but the language. There's a different language for your group as opposed to your group.
We've had this conversation before.
Well, we're
just
in the
like how
same gen.
You guys
But I
had
thought you guys were
your
in the
own
same
slang.
group.
We are.
But
What?
we're not.
Well, it sounded like so.
I'm in the
Yeah.
same. What they
You're
talk
like-
about now meant something back in the day.
Yeah, but dirty words that you think back in the day don't mean that now.
No, they mean it, but you can add by a vowel.
You can buy a
We're
vowel
talking
and
about
it
the
changes it.
inappropriate word I had mentioned yesterday.
bought a vowel.
Means a positive thing now.
Here's my other question.
was the
I'm
word?
totally like.
I can okay.
She
I'll just
already
say
knows
it starts
it.
with a C
And ends with a
and
T.
ends
With a Y?
and ends with a Y.
And you buy a vowel. No, ends with
And
a
you
T.
buy a vowel.
And you buy a vowel.
That's all
And
I'll
you put a
say.
Y
You
to
guys
it.
have to guess the rest. It now has a positive way of saying like a compliment to someone or something you're
compliment.
wearing or
How would you like me to use that word on you as a
say it's a
compliment?
compliment.
Yeah, I don't know what the word
Neither
is.
do I, nor do I want to.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Wait, polar bear
Hold
knows.
on, you get it?
I thought
Polar bear gets
I
it.
thought, yeah, I'm
Polar
thinking a
bear,
word,
that's
but
it.
I don't know if
Polar
that's
bear
the
is girly
word.
pop.
Well, that's the word. See you next
Polar
Tuesday.
bear is girly
She
pop.
said it ends in a Y. I was like,
See
Yeah.
you next Tuesday.
crunchy.
Oh,
Isn't that
Okay, that's not what I
no.
was talking about. but
Okay, that's what I thought.
Now, back in the day,
It's a bad word.
back in the day,
That's
when
a
you
good
said
word
that-
now?
You said that word back in the day, you were fighting.
Yo, for sure.
And there was the
Still, if you say
Yeah.
it now, you
my ex-wife will tell you, okay,
Maybe the
we're gonna get
context?
busy.
A context
But-
for sure.
But you buy a vowel and you put a Y at the end of that,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The Y.
and all of a sudden,
I mean,
you're like
I would never
dynamic.
say that.
You're
I, don't,
like,
I
I don't
use the
even-
word
I
bad.
don't even use the Y.
I use like if I'm calling you that, I'm using it negatively.
So you don't even use the Y, and that's still an
No,
okay term.
it just works. I guess the way I say it to people, and the people like I know who to say it to. I'm not gonna go to a
Yeah.
random person and say that and be like,
like your
I hope
friends.
for the best.
and you wouldn't say that to
No.
a,
It's like
That's a good
you
sign.
know who you're saying it to,
the light bulb went on,
yes.
and it's
and you don't
like
say that to a guy
oh,
either.
like that outfit. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow,
like,
really?
You
yes.
say that?
Yeah.
It's
I've
giving-
never said
That's
that.
hurtful.
Someone
No,
told
that's
man.
a good thing.
I guess
You
it's
get
like-
it.
I kinda
You
get
get
It's
it.
like, oh my god, it's Some- giving. And then
It's
Yeah, I
giving,
say it's
yes.
giving.
Yes.
What?
Interesting.
What?
Or it's tea.
Wait a minute.
or-
Time out. So if I say your outfit is that, it's
Yep.
good.
Freddie, that
Coming
would
from a
mean
guy?
so much to me. That
Well,
would
I'm
mean
gonna
so
call,
much to me.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm looking at
Don't
you.
go around
it's
saying
raining.
he's gonna get slapped.
It is raining
Say
at
that, I
work.
would like smack
He's
you,
gonna go
punch
to
you
like
so
some
hard.
like
Sorry.
70-year-old lady and be like, "That's and she's
Yeah.
like, what?"
I'm gonna introduce you in the midday show, and Miss C-U-N-T-Y is in the house. What?
It's
But
kind of
yeah.
like saying, oh, it's giving mother. Like,
What's
it's
giving mother?
Giving
Yeah.
mother.
It's like a way you dress or like an attitude. It's like it's giving mother.
That was another one. That was another
What
one.
does
Giving
low
mother.
key mean?
What's what?
What does low key mean?
That's like
Like on the down
Down
low.
low.
No, down low, back in the day, I don't know if that means the same thing today. Guys were hitting yada yaddies back in the day. Down low meant you did the nasty with another man. A man to a man.
Oh,
On the
no,
down.
down low just means just
No,
anything,
that's
like
like-
being.
Now, back in the
So-
day, when you use that word, you
Like
fight.
using like or
No, when I say, oh, I low key like. No, that's a bad. Okay, I'm gonna say I high key like pasta. I love pasta.
Why
I
don't you just say I
low-key-
love?
I low key like tuna. I kind of.
I mean, I guess
Why
that's
would
just
you
an
say
example. I
that?
don't think she
It's an
uses
example.
it.
It's an
Yeah,
example.
I don't think she'd actually use it
It's
just to
like,
say
it's
pasta.
kind of like a measurement.
So if I go you low key, what does that mean?
That's like
You're low key, like you're
chill.
you're chill.
Yeah, low energy.
Yeah.
No,
You're
no,
calm.
You're
but
vibey.
What?
Vibey.
What
Low-key.
word does
Holy,
his
low-key.
dialect
I don't mean it
come
as a
from?
compliment. Low key in my day meant low key. You out. You an out.
No.
Who
low key, you're
invented the
chill.
dialect that you guys use?
Social
It
media.
just happened.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
we all just.
It's just the same
conform.
thing as any generation dialect. Where did it come from?
We just gotta
Well,
do,
like, you
we should go to
know.
Urban Dictionary, guys. That's literally
Oh
where I am.
God.
Well, like, you know, Ring Around Rosie. That was basically about the plague.
Okay, what? Michael.
Yeah,
we're
but
jumping around from
You
slang
ain't
of
seen
2020
next
to
Tuesday,
slang
Mike.
of what, 1910.
Well,
Michael,
you're
that
asking
was
me
not.
I
That was
can't get
not.
used to that.
That's not on topic.
So now they
Okay.
say kids that are born in the year 2025.
Be careful with
they're the
Urban
beta
Dictionary.
generation.
She's a dangerous tool.
All right, what
Yeah, well, I was AI
It's
was
on Urban
learn how to
Dictionary, I wish
curse.
I
You
had
ever,
not
you ever look
heard.
up your name on there?
All right, Althea, what do you got?
Okay, the dictionary recognizes the word low-key as an adjective that means, according to Merriam-Webster, quiet and relaxed, not very forceful, emotional, or noticeable, of low intensity, restrained.
Yeah.
Like you're just
Yeah, but it's
low-key.
You're low key.
yeah, but that's
It's
what
just
it
down
means.
here.
But that's
Cool.
not what it means. That's what it means.
But that's the new meaning that it was given.
No, I understand that, but that's not the way it's used. Let's put it that way.
No, it's the way it's used. No.
Yeah, because even right here, I low-key
No,
want
it's
to eat
not.
an entire
Freddie,
cake.
It
That's
is.
the way it's used now.
It's
Yeah.
like high-key. I high-key want to eat healthy, but low-key want to eat an entire cake.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
In my day, low key, not low key. It was the other one.
Times
High
are
key.
changing. Slang changes.
Times you changing don't mean you ain't fighting.
Like high key. Those shoes are
High key,
high key. Those shoes are.
high
So
key.
low-key, those shoes.
You know what I'm saying.
You got some nice shoes
I
there,
have no
Freddie?
idea what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, I can't say the word.
The word you
That
were
was
just
the C
talking about,
word.
Freddie.
Or the C word?
C-word.
No, don't ever call me that.
CT.
I'm gonna tell you. I'll go get my 38 and we're gonna.
Yeah, I've
I'm gonna have
never-
you dancing. You believe that?
I would use that
I
negatively.
can't. I
heard them
I've
talk-
never
No.
said like
Can I call you Miss?
That in a
See you
positive
next
way.
Tuesday with a what?
I can't even imagine. This is like one of the words that just does not even come out of my mouth, but now I guess it's
Oh, I
got
got a better
positive
one.
connotation.
I got a talk about the face one, the B face.
Oh, I told Freddie about.
Oh, yeah.
Can I say that? Like
She
fully?
can't say the word.
Or you can't put them
Resting
together.
bee face.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Resting- resting
I told
bee
him
face.
because Freddie always says I'm moody. I'm like, no, I have a resting bee face. And
See,
then
that
Jay
one
was
I
like, yes,
understand.
that makes sense. And then Freddie went on about the fact that I'm moody and
No,
that I
no,
should
no,
drink
no.
more
You were
milk
putting an
and that-
excuse to the bee face. Because you don't sleep. So you're cranky when you get here.
It's just the way my face.
I
feels.
was
It's just
told-
settles into like a neutral,
Yeah.
slightly frowning. You know how many times my grandmother used to be like, "Why are you frowning?" I'm like, I'm perfectly content looking at watching
Yeah,
my
but
little
you don't have a
ponies.
bee face.
Not anymore because she trained me to smile.
Oh, you used to have a
Wow.
bee face?
I used to just always be like, I look like I'm frowning or like I'm in a mood. I'm just like, I'm not. I'm watching My Little Pony. I'm just happy. I'm just chilling. She's
You're
like, "Why
watching
are
your
you
little
frowning?"
pony?
My Little Pony, yes.
So that's like another vernacular for I'm happy?
No, that was like a show.
no, it's, she's talking about she's
Animated
saying
show.
like while she's doing something, just like watching that show.
Yeah.
She looked like she was having a
Angry
bee
or-
face.
All right, so,
yeah.
so who do you think in the studio has the bee face when they walk in? What person? I give you Mona Lisa. Look at this. Look at that. My God, she's like she could break a brick with that face. She's
I
like,
could see it, but I don't know who else.
I
She has
don't.
a
My
very
mom tells
neutral
me I should
expression.
smile more, so people don't think I'm intimidating, so people approach me more. I don't care. I don't care.
Right?
I don't care.
there
Oh my
it
god, a
is.
guy saying that to you is the
And it's
most
crazy that
irritating thing.
Your
Smile
nickname
more.
is Mona Lisa.
Makes me want to
for
punch him right in the face.
And
The
that
painting
makes
that's
sense, 'cause I-
infamous for smiling.
Right, but that's why we gave her the
If
name.
she's smiling, we don't know.
Who else has that? What about Sophia?
Sophia?
What about the Latina merengue over there?
Really?
She has- she has-
No,
This kid do it.
Don't put her on the spot
I
like that.
can't read her yet.
She has the bee face
Can you read
until
her?
you talk to her. No, I don't want to read her because I don't know what the words are. But you read her and then you talk to her and then she lights up. So
Yes.
she's hiding it, and then some other people in here don't hide nothing. She gonna give you. good,
Sarah's
better, and
gonna
different.
give you right back where you gave it to her.
This one. I'm gonna tell you. This one, you gotta put a chain
She's a
around
little
this one.
spicy, I
A little
know.
Spicy.
I was told that if someone calls you B word, that you respond, yes, I'm beautiful, intelligent, talented, caring human being.
Wow.
So that, because it's like,
Yeah, no.
People just have hurtful things that come out of their mouth, and I just don't even understand. It's the energy that they just emit. I'm like this sponge that sucks it in, and then you all get the brunt.
You're like Bounty.
You get the brunt of it. I know.
You're like Bounty. You're like the quicker picker upper. So somebody spills their guts, you pick it up.
Oh my gosh! This morning there was
And
so
then you
much
lay it on
noise.
me.
I tried to turn off my TV in my room 4 times, and 4 times it did not turn off. So finally, I'm screaming.
I'm trying to.
Turn off this TV. You know what he says to me? Which hand did you use?
It's
That's
like
right,
it's
it's
like
true.
the Jetsons. Jay, turn off this crazy thing.
That's exactly what it was. Which finger did you use? What's the difference? So maybe that's the finger that came from the alien planet that was webbed versus your human finger.
I
Is
would
what
have
he
said.
tells me.
I would have said. I didn't use your hand. Is that the problem? You know, you gotta know how to spice up your return.
I don't know. It was just a lot
You
of
gotta get
stuff
some
this
bee
morning.
face. Get some bee juice.
I think I have that all
look,
the
look at the
time.
face. Look at the face. Look at that face.
Bee juice?
Bee juice.
I don't like
And
the
it
sound
ain't
of that.
Beetlejuice. Ha ha!
I think I. You're hilarious. He just lives his life on TV. You are like a walking reality show. Breakfast, dessert, take my pills. It's like it's all good. Let everyone. Just...
If I don't take it now, I forget. That's all.
We don't need a reality show. We've got you.
Exactly.
She's just watching
Wait,
it.
every once in a while, look in the corner of your eye. She's sitting like this.
Well, you know,
She's having a good 2 weeks though. I'll take it.
Don. So I've got a segment for you guys for the morning show.
Oh, okay. What do we have?
The ridiculous Florida state laws.
You have that, Misha?
Yes.
Oh, can we see how many of these you guys have broken?
All right.
Let's keep a count.
Let's see. Let's roll it.
1.
All of them.
13 Florida laws that you may have already broken. You cannot eat cottage cheese after 6 p.m., especially if you're in Tampa. You are not allowed to skateboard without a license. Men cannot wear strapless dresses. You cannot live with a partner who are unmarried. That is a law that goes back to 1868. Chapter 836 of the Florida statute says that you cannot
3.
gossip. Guilty. You cannot imitate an animal. You cannot sing in a swimsuit. I'm sorry. Karaoke at the beach. You cannot shower naked. We're all guilty. Horse theft is punishable by hanging, and you cannot barrel down the street, getting in a barrel and rolling down the street. If you're parking your elephant, you have to pay the same price for parking as you would if you had your car. And you cannot fall asleep under the hairdryer or you'll be fine. Obviously, they're not enforcing these laws, but they could. And I know I'm guilty of almost all of them. How about you?
Wow. That's
got 5.
insane.
The funny is when the sad thing when you stop and think about it is, you know, the reason why they have these laws is because people did them. When you stop and think about it, it's not for smart people; it's for stupid people.
What do you think? Why do any of these laws even exist when
Because
there's laws
people-
that we need that don't exist?
No,
Well, they exist because people did them.
they just
like,
didn't take
they-
them off.
Well,
That's
people
all.
but
used to
those-
park their elephants. They used to use elephant as
But
a
most of
mode
those are normal.
transportation. So
Like
Well, the
skateboarding
elephant-
without a
Shower
license.
without-
The elephant was used to
And
build
then
houses.
it's like in public.
Where is it that they use the elephant
To build houses. And they did it in New York. They did it in Vermont.
They built
Elephants
like
build
the carnivals or
houses?
something.
Well, like
It's
one of the
using like a
Florida
tractor.
state laws is it's illegal to sell your children, which is sad because you know somebody tried to do it. When you stop and think about it.
Did you see in San Diego before the earthquake, all the elephants in the zoo, they came around and formed this alert circle?
For their young.
How pretty amazing is that? It's just
Yeah.
like
I love
instinctual.
elephants. They're so
Well, like,
smart.
if you guys ever notice in the newspaper that right before a bad storm, earthquake, whatever, all the animals hightail it out of there because they're more aware of it than we are.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
how
why
you-
every time I see a flock of birds, I'm
Yeah.
like, is it the
Something's
end times or
coming.
is it just the lightning?
Well, like during the tsunami that happened, all the elephants in the area went to the highest point and started trumpeting. So,
If you saw what happened in Tampa when the ocean receded because the hurricane was coming,
yeah,
all
that's
the animals,
scary.
she says, they're all going that way. I'm going that way.
Yeah.
And he came over. So the animals know.
It's pretty unbelievable. All right, what do we have cooking for today? Polar Bear, what are your plans after this semester? We've been meaning to ask you about that.
I don't really have. I don't have any other course of action.
I'm going to give you a course of action.
Are you graduating?
Yes,
Do you live
You
in
are?
Florida?
I do.
Are you going to be staying here over the summer?
Yes,
So you come here.
I can't do even unpaid work, or else I'm
Oh,
gonna
because he's on visa.
violate my status.
Oh, you need a paid job?
No, he can't.
No, I
do
can't.
either.
I can't do any job until I get my documents.
do
in
anything.
order.
So you
Yeah, I
can't
can't
do
do
nothing?
anything. That's.
But you can come hang out.
I can come hang out.
Yeah.
You can
We
come
won't
lunch
tell
with
nobody.
us.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
on live air right now.
Guys, let's not do that.
You
Let's
do
not
any
talk
of
about
that.
that on air.
Yeah, kind of just incriminated
We will
yourself.
not be doing
So
that.
can we back up to the law that makes no sense? Like we're talking about laws. So you're here on a visa,
Yeah.
and until it gets processed, you can't work, you can't volunteer, you can't do
Can you
anything.
breathe?
Okay, he's on a school visa.
I was on a school
Something's
visa.
glitching.
and-
Something's
Something's
glitching.
glitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
is
saw it a few
glitching.
times.
I've been meaning to say that it is kind of glitching a lot.
Oh,
Is this,
wait a minute.
Is this camera plugged into the right hole?
Do you have the camera and the cam
That,
together?
I don't think that's the. I don't think that's
'Cause
the
you can't-
problem.
Yeah, if you put the cam and the cameras together, you're gonna get glitch. That's why you don't mix and match. You got away with it twice. You ain't gonna get away
You
with it.
can
a
close out
third
the cams
time.
then.
Yep.
Or
You
one of them.
Close out the cams.
I don't think that's the
Or
problem.
close out one
Or
cam.
just try
I think
it.
it's a problem with the connection with the cable, but I'll close them
Maybe.
out
Could be.
and I'll follow your advice and rules.
Okay. So you can't do anything because you're working.
He's on a student
You're on
visa.
a student visa. So what if you went to summer school? Isn't that student
Why
visa?
would he want to do that?
Well, I have to pay for that.
What do you mean? When you
How
go
is
into
it
college,
though
you
that
do
you
summer
know, how
semester?
do people
But he's graduating.
know which people are illegal or which
You
people
don't.
are here
You
on
don't.
certain
Yeah.
terms?
Yeah.
Like,
Don't even bring that up because I saw something in the news yesterday. They pulled the guy over, broke his windshield, grabbed him, took him out the car. He's in some holding facility. He's an American citizen.
I always forget you're here on a visa. Your English is so perfect.
He's lived here
Thank
for so
you.
long.
You have more of an accent than he does.
What are you talking about?
Exactly what I'm saying. You got that American New York accent.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Freddy's
one of
the
those
only
great accents.
Freddy's the only person that I've been able to, like, hear an American, like, a different type of accent. Because all Americans just sound the same to me. Even
Yeah,
though,
they're
like,
all
oh, this
homogenized.
guy has, like, a Boston accent, this guy has, like, a that accent. I'm like, they're all just kind of sound the same.
Except
well,
you.
yeah.
Except for
Oh
Freddy.
no!
What kind of
Boston
accent? I
and-
got a New York accent.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. Underlying for sure.
It's more like the. It's more like
For
the
sure.
words.
You
Sure.
sound like you're
Yeah.
like from California for sure.
You know, yesterday,
Yeah, I love this.
Sarah, without the H, she actually says, "Can I get you anything? Would you like a cup of tea?" And I
She
thought,
was like,
oh my gosh, yes,
Who's
I would
that?
love a cup
Who's
of tea.
that?
Sarah,
Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
Like that was so nice.
Yeah, I don't know. She was very mad at me yesterday.
You got her all kind of riled up.
What did I do? I asked her if she wanted to stay. She says, I can't.
And then I guess you said something that got her all bent out of shape.
The three of them, they nailed me to the wall in the back. And they hit me with this slang. I didn't know. I was like dodging
I would
bullets.
actually say you were the one attacking me back there. Not
I
us
wasn't
attacking
attacking. I was trying to be helpful with a glass of milk to sleep.
You
How
were
the hell
calling
did I
me
attack you?
moody. Every other sentence was you calling me
You
moody.
are moody.
She's not moody.
But not in a bad sense. You like that. See you next Tuesday with a Y.
Why is
Speaking-
moody?
Ooh, I like that. I can
Speaking of
use
New York, there's this dumb New York state law that says it's illegal to have an ice cream cone in your pocket.
Wow. So I was watching something this morning. There's two types of people apparently. Their thermometer and the thermostat. So the thermometer reads the room. Your energy is based on reading the room. So if everyone's angry, you're going to be angry.
I
If
think you're
everyone's
sticking the
happy,
thermometer up
then you're going to be happy. You're the thermometer. You're like the reader of the
there.
room.
And you're a thermostat?
The thermostat sets the mood of the room. So if you come in happy,
Holy
you can then
smokes.
influence the rest of the room.
Okay, so what
as
are you?
The
A
thermostat.
thermostat or a thermometer?
I don't know. I tend to absorb other people's energy, so
You
I,
do? Why you do that?
I don't know. I just, that's who I am.
How do you know you do that?
It just comes naturally. Like I
think
guess
it's the
I.
age.
Are you doing it now?
I'm very aware of other people's emotions.
I noticed that when you were sitting here, you were like in a womb.
Like I could tell how
Oh,
Dawn's
really?
feeling when the moment she walked in the door getting
Listen,
bagels with you.
Everybody knows.
I could tell how you were feeling yesterday.
I was fine.
Okay.
I got a sty.
But yeah, no, I would say I'm probably the thermometer.
You a what? I'm sorry. What was it?
Thermometer. You feel the
Thermometer.
energy in the room.
Get that right?
I don't know. You were like in 3 words there.
Well, she
Thermometer.
was
What are you?
I don't know.
probably a thermometer. I could
Probably?
be both,
I think people are both.
No.
but I could be.
Can only be one.
No.
Oh my god.
You can't be both.
It depends on the scenario. Like,
No.
yes,
no.
if you're at work, you're like usually you're reading the room, you're acting professional. If you come into like
No,
a family's, you
no,
know what I mean? So
no.
like a sad
You
situation,
can't
you know,
do
you
Some
read the
people
room.
don't know how to read the room.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Then you're a thermometer.
And
True.
then they like will say the wrong thing and do the
Yeah.
wrong thing, and you're like,
You're a thermometer.
Sometimes I just say to them, "Can you read a room?"
no,
A thermometer
literally.
has
Yeah.
no feelings, and the thermostat has feelings. Check it
No,
out.
That's
Check it
not
out.
true.
Check it out. A thermometer just measures the temperature, right? It doesn't set the pace for the room. It doesn't
That's
do
the
anything.
thermostat,
The
right?
thermometer
thermostat
would be
does.
more empathetic though, because
Yeah.
they're aware of what everyone's feeling. So
Exactly.
sure, they're not feeling their own
Where
feelings,
the
but
hell
they're
did
more.
you come from?
She popped out of a black hole.
Did you
She had a
see
good
what-
point to make.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, say that again?
When you're a thermometer, you're more empathetic for everyone around, not just yourself.
No.
So you have yes, because
The
you're aware of
thermostat does
everyone.
that.
No.
No.
No, I agree.
Because you're
with her.
setting it. Because imagine the whole
First of all,
room is.
you're an ice cube, so I don't know. A thermometer.
What is that?
The thermometer tells you the coldness of or the warmness of the person.
I think you're
I think you're the other part, so you're
the
kinda getting, like-
thermostat.
I'm not. I'm the.
Yes,
I'm
because
the
if you're in a
liquid she's inside
if you're in
the
a
whole
yucky
thing.
mood,
He's just
we all
making
feel
it-
it.
He's like central
He's-
air.
That's so true.
Wow.
If he's in a bad mood, that means everyone else is affected.
Why?
Right, because you're the thermostat. You're central air or central heat. Like if you're hot and spicy, we're all going to feel it, and we're all going to kind
No,
of like
that's not.
disperse.
That's not fair. I get in a
Because you
bad.
walk around the studio and you're like, freaking.
I get in a bad mood when somebody does. You know what got me in a bad mood was that news that we got on the thing that because it's not
I
something.
didn't even want to tell you guys that news, but
But
I
it's
had
not
to.
something about being angry. I am angry. But I'm angry because I remember the amount of work that they put in to do that. That's what I'm angry about.
I'm just disappointed, but yes. But when you're angry about other things that happen, and there are deals that fall through, and there are business things that get you upset, then I feel like I'm the thermometer that feels your thermostat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think we all are.
You're the wood to the campfire. No, I don't get upset. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? Things happen. Happens.
What do you think, Misha? Thermometer or thermostat? What do you?
Is there one that doesn't do either of them? I'm in my own mood.
He's just there.
You
I'm
are
just-
in your own
Are you
mood.
ever moody?
You're the fan. I'm part of the.
Do people
air
He's the
like?
one that kind of
He's
blows
always
the air.
Yeah, you're the fan.
Back and forth.
That's funny.
Do you ever feel that somebody sets you off? Do you get moody? Do you have temper tantrums?
Temper tantrums? Yeah.
You do?
Yeah,
You
probably.
I can't see that.
Oh
I
my
can't either. You're pretty
goodness.
calm.
I have seen a temper tantrum in my own boyfriend who's.
Well, he lives with you. What do you think?
No, I've seen a tantrum like a little boy coming out of a grown
We
man.
are
I'm
little
like,
boys.
What the hell? I was like, oh, oops. I feel like
If I saw that
Guys-
with my man,
guys never grow
Juan Carlos
up.
will never talk back
that'd
badly
be the end
to
of that
you.
relationship.
He's a wuss.
Juan Carlos?
Yes.
Juan Carlos.
It's a
Juan
wuss.
Carlos would never
He
throw a
would
temper
never
tantrum at me.
talk
Juan
back to
Carlos
you.
is a wuss.
He
But
said
what
to me the
about?
other day, I would love to help you with that. Of course you would.
So hold on, Merengue. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever throw a temper tantrum?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She can be a little spicy.
The only person in this whole room that I thought was like even keel and never gets upset is her.
Oh no, I definitely get upset.
We all get upset. We're just better. Some of us are better or worse at
I'm
hiding
not
it.
gonna come in here and like if I'm upset, like okay, well.
You should lay it out.
No,
It's-
that's
it-
not.
I can remember my last one. Oh my god.
You always upset.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a full-on temper tantrum.
I seen some of that too.
You could do that. I could see you doing that.
This one?
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, same here.
Every day.
But see,
I could see you doing it.
You live
Every
it.
day.
Every day.
Well, that's
every
because
day.
every emotion I feel is dialed up.
I'm gonna
to,
start
like,
pointing
100.
it out. I'm gonna start going. There it is.
But not Misha. I don't
There
think
it is.
Misha
I'm
would
gonna do
ever
it right
get
back.
angry.
That's okay.
There it is.
I don't have a
Lots of
reason to be angry.
We should
Lots
start
of
calling him the
conversations
ice,
going on, guys.
the Ice Age Man.
What is it with me and cold nicknames?
I'm an ice cube.
Ice
so-
cube.
Apparently.
Ice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well-
Ice. I hear you have temper tantrums.
Well, are temper tantrums and like breakdowns the same thing? Because I don't have temper tantrums, but I have breakdowns
What
and
the hell is
crash
a
outs all the
breakdown?
time.
Like
we
a
have-
like a.
I would say. I would
It
say
can
they're
be. It
different.
depends how you like express
Wait.
it.
What are you gonna say?
Like if I didn't get my way, I would not lay on the ground and like
Oh,
kick my
no.
feet. That's a temper tantrum.
You
for
mean
me.
you wouldn't
But like
smack
if
your?
I got super overwhelmed, I
That's
would
like a
start
crash
crying
out,
and
breakdown.
You
I
wouldn't.
get that. I
You
crash
wouldn't
out.
bang your foot 3 times
I
and
crashed
turn in
out
the
like
top
2 weeks ago.
like somebody outside. No.
I'm on the verge of a crash out for sure.
You?
No, the thing is,
Now?
It'll come soon.
Now?
Like I'm like on this like great high. I'm like climbing up.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a crash out.
There's always a crash.
And then I'll probably come down a
Why?
little bit, and
Why
then
do-
I'll go back up again.
But why does anybody crash?
I want to check out that
Why
restaurant
me?
you went to yesterday. That looked
Oh my
really
gosh, I
good.
saw a TikTok. I was gonna send it to you last night, but it was like 10:30.
So what? She's awake.
It looked really good. She found this healthy restaurant, like grab and go foods.
It's really
But you have to
good.
pay for it. You grab, pay, and then go. Not like
You
you
just-
know,
you go to
grab
the
and
counter,
go.
I was
order.
running around with it.
No,
Just grab
you
it.
just gotta grab and go.
Yeah, it's really,
Grab,
I
pay, and
enjoy
go.
that.
So did you hear Ice's temperature tantrum? Temperature that.
She doesn't lay on the ground and throw a fit.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, she stands up and throws a fit.
Yeah.
but I feel like as a woman, we're more sensitive and.
Oh, let's not go there no more,
We
please.
try not to
Please.
like be outburstful
Yeah,
or anything like that, but we do have our limit. Like
Who doesn't have a limit? Let me ask you a question. Do women always run when they get upset? Are they runners? Are you runners? Or do you stay and fight?
It depends who it is. It depends
depends.
which
What
one
I'm
it
saying,
is.
the women-
It
Depends
matter
on the
between
fight.
You
sex
stay and
or
fight.
gender.
You stay and fight.
She
I
stays
mean-
and fight.
You probably start the fight. You stay and fight.
What is this?
Like physical or
Okay,
verbal?
wait. No. You need
Verbal.
to you need to reword this
So somebody says something.
because you're talking about fighting, confrontation, and being combative.
Or
are two very
somebody's
different
challenging
things.
you.
What does that mean?
Or somebody
Yeah.
says that
Like
you're
to
not.
a duel to the death?
No.
Conversation.
DEFCON
Whipping
5
out.
over here.
Are
I'm
you
talking
saying
about.
I'm in an argument with someone
Like if
about
somebody says,
something?
I don't think you're competent enough to do an assignment.
Okay.
How does
Then-
that make you feel?
I'm gonna protect myself, or I'm gonna
yeah.
explain
No, but
back why I
they're not
think.
challenging you. They just don't think you have enough experience.
Then
Is
I
that a
don't-
better word?
Okay, then I'm gonna explain why I feel like I do,
Yeah.
and then if they don't,
So you stay, you don't run.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm gonna.
But after to a
You
certain
stay or
point,
run?
I think in that example, even a runner would stand up for themselves, or at
Not
least like
necessarily.
get angry.
Well,
No.
you see, but that's somebody that stays. No, they shouldn't get angry. Do you stay or run?
Okay, before I used to
With her,
run.
it's never black or white.
Okay, just tell me what you are.
Before I used to run, but now
Now you're a stayer?
You know what? It's not even staying. I just don't feed the negativity anymore.
Do you stay or run?
I mean, if they're not worth
I
it, then
block the negativity and I don't.
you
yeah,
stay
I
or
was just saying
run?
it depends on
the
the.
person.
I
person in the
stay,
argument.
But this is why I'm asking
I
everybody.
stay because I'm still.
So you stay, that's all.
Yeah.
You stay or run?
Me?
Yeah.
I stay most of the time.
Oh, boy.
Sometimes in my head
It's
I
like
want to
being
run.
pregnant some of the time.
Sometimes in my head I want to run, but I know I've come too far in life not to do it, so I
Karen made
stay.
a good point in the sense that, like, if there's some person that I don't respect telling me these things to my face, like, I don't care about you, and I'm not gonna waste my breath trying to.
But you don't.
It's
But
because
you don't
that's
run.
not
You
funny.
stay.
That's not
That's
plugged
not me
into
running.
the
Oh,
right
that camera's
plug.
not plugged in the right hole for that. It's gonna turn
The battery's
off.
gonna die.
It doesn't go in there. It goes into the back of the camera. The power.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get up and see it. You can't
You
just.
gotta take it out.
We can wrap it up. No,
Oh,
that's
you
the
have
wrong
to.
plug.
You
All right,
took the
let's
wrong
just wrap
plug
it
out.
up.
All right.
We're gonna wrap it up. More to come midday. Stay tuned. Check out Sue Caustic and Hello Your Health is Calling, and then Align Mind Body with Nanette. More to come midday. We'll see you then.
Don't be late.
Bye bye.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.